And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Saudi Arabia for our TierX race at IRC. It is round 4 of IRC season 8, and today we're racing at Saudi Arabia, as I already mentioned. And well, it's going to be an interesting race, and I'm joined by my fellow commentator Starmax.
Man, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, Starmax. How are you?
I'm very good, bro. Looking forward to this race because this is my favorite track on the calendar.
Well, interesting choice for a favorite track. Very technical track this is, and very difficult to get it right. If you get it wrong, then you're out of the race.
I fully agree with you. This whole track is one big flow. One screw up, your whole lap will be screwed up.
Yeah, definitely. It's just the tight corners, the tight curves, no runoff, nothing. So it's pretty difficult to race here and make overtakes. But our skillful tier X drivers will be up to the challenge today.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So, Starmax, should we head on to a track guide?
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's see this very fast lap right now.
Well, so three DRS zones at this track, and there is not much to go get wrong here, because if you get it wrong, then you're out of the race. And pretty technical track this is, and about a 1 minute 30-second lap time around here. So it's going to be an interesting race to say the least. And now let's head on to our hot lap, which is commentated by our fabulous Eitzel.
Alright then, as we come around the final corner, let's wind ourselves up for a lap around the Jeddah Corniche circuit. One of the most controversial circuits featured on the F1 calendar last year. It sure proves to be fun for the esports guys. Coming down to turn 1, brake just at the end of the curb on the right hand side. Flick the car in once, twice for both parts of the chicane. Run as wide as possible before you set yourself up for a long twisting adventure through sector 1. It's all composed of curbs and abusing track limits as much as possible, carrying as much speed as we can through the sections, and before you know it, you've blinked and you've already come down to the first real complicated corner, which is turn 13, a long sweeping hairpin. All about braking late for this one and really trail braking deep into the corner as we chuck the car around, and now we're on the back section of the track. Again, a set of curves coming through. Turns 14, 15, 16, quick downshift, turn the car in, get as close to the wall as possible. 17, same concept. 18, 19 are pretty much just small kinks in the pathway. 20 as well coming through. 21, we're braking hard for turn 22, but just a little bit, not too much, as we turn the car in again. Abuse track limits as much as possible before we get on throttle again through turns 24 and 25. A DRS detection zone here, the final one in the lap, and we're coming now down to the final corner where we saw Max Verstappen make a mistake during his pole qualifying lap last season, or would be pole. As we round the final corner, make sure not to lose the traction, only real major traction zone. Hug the inside as much as possible, and you come across the line for a lap of the Jeddah circuit.
Damn, that was a really fast lap. Driven by our very own Helium. What do you think of that lap, Slaya?
Well, that lap was actually pretty fast and pretty insane from Helium. A 26.4. That's like out of this world. Such a quick lap, man. I can't believe it. But let's see what our Tier X boys can do. And I think we're already into quali, so let's get on with it. Oh, and as we see PG 103 on the track already. So, Starmax, what do you think the times will be here?
Oh, the times. So if Helium is, I think I'm expecting low 128s because Xbox is slow, it's a slower platform by a bit, and most of the players here are actually on controller, and this is the track that is notoriously known as a wheel track. So controller players will definitely struggle with this track.
Yeah, and today we do have a new face in the Alfa Romeo garage, because I think Aero Dev, who was a pretty quick driver for Alfa Romeo, has had some issues and is not there with us now. And Prix the Pro YT is there with Simply YT today. So the YT boys at Alfa Romeo, let's see what they can pull off today. And as we see, Stealthy Sunny as well on the wets, just getting a delta for himself. So interesting start.
You know, if somebody asks me if everything is normal today, if I don't see Sunny out on the wets in quali, I'll tell you that is not a normal day.
Definitely. That's Stealthy Sunny tactics right there. And as we see PG on his hot lap, so Nutria, can we get the T-Cam please? TV pod. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
So
so
this,
oh man, Starmax, go on.
so far this is a very clean lap. Oh, he invalidated it there.
Yeah, might have been
This
an
is very
invalidation.
very bad.
Especially,
Basically,
go on,
if
go
you
on.
invalidate here, it's really really bad because you have to do one whole lap before you go back to the pits and change the tires.
See, one big thing here is that if you extend just by a millimeter, your lap is gone, and that too, it's easy to extend in the first sector. And as we see, HB as well on his lap, I think. So, HB, our winner of the last race with an absolutely insane send as Starmax, I think you remember that. But let's see what he can pull off today.
Okay, we see him on the mediums. I don't know if he's just doing that to set a banker lap or if he's planning to start on those tires. From what I know, there are two main strategies here: medium to soft, soft to medium. As tire wear in this track is basically non-existent. You can do the whole race stint on a set of mediums. So it is very it's easy to get a strategy right, but it depends on which strategy you actually want to use: medium to soft or soft to mediums.
Well, I think I've learned that I think the alternate strategy is not worth it, definitely, in my opinion. But as we sets at 29.6, I think that will get beaten soon by our other drivers. But yeah, pretty good lap to open the qualifying session.
Yes, that's a pretty good lap on a cold track with mediums.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I don't feel that the alternate strategy is that worth it because some or the other thing happens and all your advantage on the mediums fades away definitely. And what we can also see here, as you said, the tire wear at this track is very low, and that won't really play into the race as a factor. But yeah, I think the soft to medium strategy will be the strategy to look out for today.
Oh, as you see, missed here, understeering all over the place. He definitely did not do that first sector very well. Let's see if he can recover it with the rest of the track. This corner is taken pretty well.
Yeah.
Manages to. Oh, he didn't extend. I would extended that to get
I would have
what?
I would have touched the curb at least because that's what
Yeah,
I've been doing in my hot laps. But well, different driving styles, different strategies. We can't really comment on that.
because going wide on that corner gives you sort of an extra boost. Like that corner is Zenwood.
Yeah. Oh, and he taps the wall. Oh, yeah.
So wall doesn't
Yeah,
invalidate.
that
So it
doesn't
carries on.
invalidate.
We'll have to see. I don't think that will be damage because damage model in this game is a bit dodgy.
I think that would have been an invalidation if I'm not mistaken by what I've seen in time trial, but I don't know. Let's see if his lap gets counted as he heads out of the final corner.
It's not invalidated because I'm guessing he didn't gain any time out of it because he hit the wall and cut it. So yeah, I don't think it'll be invalidated.
Oh, and that is a valid lap, but 3 seconds off.
3 seconds of HB on mediums. I think he'll have to do a much better lap to be even competitive for the top 10.
Oh, and who was that in the pits? I don't know. One of the Red Bulls, I think, but the Red Bulls as well, pretty strong here.
Catty? Can you watch Catty? Catty is on a hot lap, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, first sector, I think. Yeah.
Yep, T-Ken, thank you.
Catty takes that actually fairly well, and let's see what Catty does in the next section of corners.
Catty is actually really good at this track, especially on a controller. He set a 27.5. That on a slower platform is very impressive.
27.5 is a very impressive lap time from Catty in time trial, but qualifying and time trial are two different things. And Catty, we can see he's on the mediums. I always mistake Catty for a she, but I always correct myself before it comes out of my mouth. But Catty, as we see on the mediums. Let's not go further with that discussion.
It is a running joke, as Harry likes to call our dear Catty Katie, but yeah.
And that corner is so well taken from Catty, and yeah, insane pace from Catty. I think that should be an easily a fastest time the session for now.
If the pro stays out of the way, I don't think that really affected him in any way. Let's see what he does for this corner. Pretty well taken.
Yes, that's well taken. But AJ Sam.
Brilliant exit.
AJ Sam, great lap from AJ Sam. 128.7. But Catty, is Catty gonna beat that? No. That means AJ Sam set a blistering lap time, I must say. Because beating Catty by 1 second, and as we saw, Catty was on a pretty good lap, but One
That is on mediums.
one person I'm interested to see is Prix the Pro, because SlayaYT was boasting about his pace and saying that he's pretty quick. So let's find out today.
Is clear?
Yes.
We're not able to get any game audio from this stream.
Oh, okay. I'll just check that. Okay. Yeah. Is it there now?
We'll confirm in 20 seconds.
I think that was on my end. Well, sorry about that minor inconvenience, guys. I forgot to turn on the audio from my side. Well, and as we see, Contending losing it and losing his front wing, and he's gonna be heading back to the pits.
He is very, very lucky to not lose the whole tire, which has completely ruined his day, as qualifying position is very, very important in this track, as overtaking can be quite hard and he can easily get stuck in a DRS train.
Yep, his whole front wing is gone, and I think he's going to be heading back to the pits as soon as he can with that ailing Alpha Tauri. But yeah, let's see other people as well setting the laps. And SlayaYT wasn't wrong. Prix the Pro goes P2, and that too by a small margin actually. And Rahul, as we see, he's also on a flying lap, I think.
He's about to set one. Let's see how he sets. He's on a medium set of tires. Hugs the pit lane line.
And that's
a 130.7.
Not bad actually from Rahul, but a lot of room for improvement for him. And yeah, I think he's going to be aiming for the top 3 or top 2.
Is there?
Yes.
Could you reduce the volume of this game by a little bit? Maybe by reduce it to 70%, 60%.
Let's hope it doesn't distract anyone.
Well, Starmax, I had to stream on mute, but as you were saying, there was a floating tire there, and I also noticed that. And Rahul, I think he just tapped the wall, but Catty leaves the session. I don't know what's the problem there.
I think there might be some internet issues. Let's see if he joins back quickly. Wait, what about Sunny? Did Sunny crash out?
Sunny crashed out, I think. Sector 3, I see a Ferrari there. But that's not Sunny. Has Sunny retired?
His timing is gone.
Yeah.
He's out.
He's not there. His name is grayed out, but I don't know what happened there. I didn't see anything. I think that floating tire was from his car itself. So very interested to see Contending and SlayaYT as well setting their laps. Because they and HB and Catty, and now I think Prix the Pro as well is going to get into the mix. So they're going to be aiming for the top spot today. I am pretty sure.
I agree with you on that.
Starmax, how is the pit entry here, man? I have no clue how to take the pit entry.
It's a rather interesting one. If I would say pit entry is actually very, very important here. If you're going to follow the normal racing line, you're going to lose a bit of time because you can put a tire out of the line, keep only one tire in the pit lane, and if you do that kind of stuff, you can actually gain a bit of time in the pit lane. So it's a very, very technical track, and that technicality also applies to the pit lane.
Okay, definitely. And that description you gave scares me even more about the pit lane here. I thought it was going to be confusing, but not that confusing. And yeah.
So, I mean, you can just follow the normal racing line, but if you want to gain time, then you have to practice how to enter the pit lane in a fast way, I guess.
I think I'll just have 2 set of 60-minute practice session and keep doing that again and again.
Yeah. Just keep going flashbacks and keep entering.
Well, I think walking, not going through that floating tire and trying to set a lap. I think he's running a Sebastian Vettel helmet today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, seems like it.
Oh, yeah.
So
Can we get a decam, please? EV part, please.
And he gives way
no,
to
never mind.
the Alpine of Haphazard, or is that missed?
Yeah, Haphazard, yes. Can we go on to, wait, is it
No,
Haphazard?
wait, is Haphazard on a lap or not? Can we go to Haphazard?
I think both are on lap.
No, but Walking Nut gave him face, so I don't think Walking Nut is still on the lap.
I think as in both missed
Yeah,
and
he's on the lap.
He
But he's invalidated, so it's okay. Should we go on?
You go about contending?
Yeah, contentment. As I was about to say, you just stole the words right out of my mouth. And a driver who will be seeking some sort of redemption for last race in China, which was pretty disappointing for him. So let's see him getting back up there with the guys. But yeah, haphazard game goes into the pits. Okay, so that's how you take the pit entry.
You can shave off a bit more time there, but that's somewhat how you take it.
I think not crashing.
On a lap.
Yeah,
Because,
I think he is.
Yeah, he's using his ERS, so he takes this corner. Oh, bit of understeer there. Oh, he's not taking track limits very well there. As he comes down, this DRS straight, one breaking point before.
I think he's gonna back out of it. Yeah, I don't think this is his representative lap time.
Hold on, wait.
No, not at all.
Oh, yeah.
Is not a slow poke by any means.
Very well said, very well said. I think he backed out of there to get a fresh tire and one last chance.
Yeah, and only 3 minutes left in our quali session, and some people haven't even set a lap. Like SlayaYT, who is right now on his out lap.
He's going to
Yellow flag?
HP said the fastest lap.
Oh, HP 28.5. That's actually a great
He's
lap
on the
from
softs. Hattie has gone on to the softs also. I think Simply might be the only person trying to start on the mediums.
I think, as I was telling you before Starmax, that the soft to medium strategy seems like the one to go for, and I think that's what most of the drivers are doing here.
I mean, it depends on the driver's personality. You have to figure it out yourself. It suits different drivers differently.
Rahul also on a lap. He's 5 tenths up.
I was about to say go on about Simply, but never mind.
Simply is also starting his lap. I think he started his second one. Rahul taps the wall. So let's go on board Simply now, I guess. Or is that just lag? I think that's just lag.
Can you get TV port 10, please?
Oh, and he extends.
Oh,
I think that's
yeah.
invalidation. Yep, it is.
Yes.
He set a purple second sector,
Simply?
but sadly that all goes in vain.
Can we go on board Simply, please?
Simply. We want Simply.
Yes.
Give us SlayaYT content. And he takes it very well. Very smooth from Simply right there.
Like I said, if you have a wheel here, there's no reason you won't be able to win.
Especially in sector 1, that wheel factor plays out a big advantage.
He takes this
Well
rather
done.
nicely,
Yeah,
but
well
rather
taken.
safe also.
Yeah.
I think can be a bit more aggressive in that, but it's okay. So it's coming down this very fast part of the track and reach 320 if you're getting slipstream. He brakes nicely.
Yeah,
Turns
well
in
taken.
well.
Oh, that was a nice
Gets a
call.
very good exit.
Let's see where Simply pops up. And P5 for Simply on the mediums.
Fine. That's pretty good.
For the medium tire, that's very good.
Can you go over Catty quickly, please?
And Catty dislodges Simply's place and goes 1/10
Oh,
quicker.
no.
Wait, what happened
Wait,
there?
yes?
Yes? No? I think
Steel
yes.
sneeze, steel sneeze.
Oh yes, Steel Sneeze. We forgot about Steel Sneeze.
Can we go on board Catty, please? Catty. New track, Catty, please.
Catty. We want Catty content now. Simply is done.
Yes.
And
Yes, Catty.
Oh, how was
He
that
hasn't-
not an invalidation?
If you don't get any gain from the time, they won't invalidate. If you don't get time gain, so I guess you didn't gain time there.
Catty would
He's
be
giving
hoping.
a brilliant slipstream.
Yeah. That's
Let's see if
Space
that
Fighter.
works. Oh, he's gonna block him.
No,
Will he block him?
not block. No blocking there. I think that's gonna be an advantage for Catty actually. A huge
gonna be-
slipstream for Catty, and that is P2 front row lockout for now for the Red Bull boys. Red Bull boys are showing the Alpha boys today actually. But as I was talking about the Alpha boys, they're miles and miles clear in the constructor standings. I think they're at 144 points if I'm not mistaken.
Let me go double check that for you right now. I am your...
Standings master.
Who is that dude in F1 that checks all the stats? Is it Karun? I can't remember.
I don't think it's Karun. But yes, someone is there in F1 who checks the stats.
Yes, I'll be that guy.
Yes.
Because I am not streaming. I am a friendly commentator. Yes. Alfa Romeo at 148 and Red Bull at 196.
Can we go
and
on mode
Alpha
Face
Tauri
Fighter, please?
77. Yeah, can you go mode Face Fighter?
Actually,
Then start
not
the lap.
Face Fighter. Content in Mink. I want to see content in Mink. Where is content in Mink? Did he invalidate?
He's done.
Okay. He's about to set a pretty good lap actually. On the soft.
26, 27, 28, 29.
Oh, that's P5.
P5.
Wow, Prix the Pro. We missed him. He goes pole. Prix the Pro is pole. Simply YT wasn't wrong at all. His teammate is mega quick, man.
Can you go to HB, please? I think HB is in the pits.
Prix the Pro.
Sam,
Look at him.
Sam. Check Sam. AJ Sam.
Phase Fighter also coming across the line, but Steel Sneeze has DNF from the quali session. Well, that doesn't really
I think
matter
he's
now.
retired in the pits.
Yeah.
I think. Oh no.
Phase Fighter just goes P13. Nothing much there from
Catty
him.
is setting another lap. Can we go for Catty, please?
I think Catty is coming across the line right now. No laps for Catty now. I think quali is
No.
over.
Simply? Or simply?
Simply might be setting a lap. Yeah, I think he's just coming across the main straight now. I think
Yes,
we'll
Simply
just
is
get
the only one left to cross the line.
So
Let's see if
Simply, does he improve? He goes into the pits.
Nope. He goes in the pits.
Simply P7 and his teammate P1. Oh, that must hurt for Simply today.
Yep, definitely.
And his teammate, new to IRC, I'm pretty sure, his
Oh my
first
God.
race and he snatches pole.
Yeah, did you just see that? Prix the Pro went
Yeah,
faster than
I know,
HB.
I know.
No, by 4,000.
Yes. Well, 4,000th of a second. Well, the margins are slim here at TierX, and it's going to be a close scrap between Prix the Pro and HB. Oh man, that was close. Well, so our grid for the race is Prix the Pro lines up in first, HB behind him. After that, P3 is taken by Catty and P4 is AJ Sam. P5 taken by Content Mink and P6 from Steel Sneeze. P7 for Simply YT who qualified on the mediums. P8 for Mist. P9 for Contro Bobby. P10 for Walking Nut. 11th Haphazard King. 12th is Rahul. And 13th is PG103 and 14th is Phase Fighter, and I think that wraps up our grid for today.
Yeah, they're very, very fast times set in like TierX today. And Catty is not very happy about Phase Fighter blocking him, as this was the second week in a row. First was China, then Saudi. So I think there's going to be some words between them after the race.
Well, definitely, and it's gonna be an interesting race at that, and not actually a long one. I think it's just 27 laps, if I'm not mistaken.
25.
25, okay, that's pretty less.
It's a pretty fast lap because it's all fast corners, high speed, pretty much straight with a bit of turning. So yeah. That's why it's like a short number of laps, but the race actually ends pretty fast because it's mostly all high speed corner.
Is P1 on the left or right?
P1 should be on the right.
So
on the right.
So that means HB might get a chance for a dive bomb into turn 1.
Max moment right there.
And he's in a Red
Max,
Bull.
dude. Have you seen that restart he did when Ocon was on pole and Hamilton was in second? That dive from him, oh my god.
Not a dive, he just cut the corner, basically.
No. The one after that, the restart.
Oh yeah,
when he pushed
Ocon out, right?
Did he push Ocon out? I can't remember.
I think he did.
What? But yeah, that was crazy stuff from him. Let's hope this race isn't as much of a mess as.
And we are on the formation lap now, and some glitch there with Twitch. I don't know what happened. My screen was just black there on Twitch. But we are on the formation lap now.
I think someone might have read it up.
Yeah, possibly. I think people would be mad about that one there. And Tell the Sunny not moving. I think he just got DSQ'd. No, he didn't. No, I think he's just AFK.
He has some game issues right now, so we'll have to wait for him to fix his issues. But yeah.
I don't know, my Twitch just went black for a minute. So
it's all okay now. Your stream is fine.
So
Move with some water.
yeah,
Oh,
the
very
Aston
interesting.
boys finishing up the grid and Stealthy Sunny behind them, who didn't even get a chance to set a lap. But we all know how quick Stealthy Sunny is, and as we see, the predicted strategy is a soft to medium and a soft to hard. I don't think anyone would be going for the hard tire, but yes, a soft to medium is definitely the strategy for today. And for Walking Nuts, Stealthy Sunny, and Simply Whitey, it's gonna be the opposite. It's gonna be a medium soft, and they'll have mega pace at the end of the lap. And I expect Simply Whitey to snatch the fastest lap of the race as well. So I don't know how it's gonna all play out, but Starmax has gone to fetch himself a drink because this race is gonna be this race is gonna dry my throat and his as well. So it's gonna be pretty crazy to see what happens. And as they round out sector 2 and get into sector 3 and just come up to the final corner before the start finish straight. Hello, Starmax, are you back? Okay,
Hello, I'm back. Sorry, I went to get some
okay,
water.
yes. Well, it's gonna quench your throat. Yes, this water is gonna quench your throat after some interesting commentary today because it's gonna be an interesting race at that.
You might want to drink some water too.
Yeah, I just have a bottle beside me because I knew what happened last race and I'm expecting some of the same action today as well.
Okay, I came just in time.
Well,
They're
so
all
can we
lining up.
just go on board Prix the Pro as well? I just want to see where he's starting from, which side he's on.
He should be on the right side if I'm not wrong.
Oh, and
because
I
I
see a
remember-
Ferrari.
I think that might be a lobby
That
restart.
is a lobby restart, definitely. And all the oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. That is a
Well,
lobby restart.
and I think Simply Whitey would be really disappointed with that one, as will be Walking Nut, because they thought they'll have the advantage of running long on the mediums. Well, all that advantage is wiped out, but tire wear is non-existent here, so I don't think that would make much of a difference. But anyways,
I'll tell you who will be very mad about this. Simply.
yes,
Because
that's what I
he
said.
was. Oh,
Okay, never mind. But explain your reason for it.
it's because he took the gamble on the mediums, hoping that because he will want to go long. But if they do a lobby restart, they'll all be on fresh tires. So that means the softs can go on longer.
Is Stealthy Sunny going for his flying lap now, and he's left the session?
Yeah, it's huge desync, huge
Well,
desync.
that's desync level 1 million, and it's gonna be a lobby restart definitely as we see all of our boys leaving. So I think everyone is leaving. So Starmax, we can head back to our normal screen and let's talk about it because this race isn't starting anytime soon.
Oh well, yeah, I guess we can ask some of the questions. So, 8th letter question: how many teammates will simply have this season, Lamau? Well, this isn't over yet, so who knows? He might have a new teammate next race. I'm just kidding. Let's just hope Prix stays with us for the whole season and hopefully contributes to Alpine. Alfa Romeo Constructors Championship.
Well, I think he definitely will because he has taken pole position today at Saudi Arabia and he is really showcased the space just directly after coming into IRC and this first race I'm pretty sure, and I think he might be able to snatch up a podium at least.
Yep, that is a very, very possible scenario, but what also can be very possible is that you can just crash into the barrier because this is Saudi, anything can happen.
Well, pretty straightforward reaction from you, Starmax. Anyone can crash into the barrier, the best of the best, the worst of the worst, and anyone can crash into the barrier at Saudi because this track does not forgive anyone. So
A Charles Leclerc and Perez moment can happen right at the start of the race.
I am stupid moment can happen anytime. Well, what are your thoughts on the new F1 season, Starmax? We're having testing right now.
Yeah, testing results are very promising for Ferrari fans, but yet again, but the thing is I won't, like I said, don't depend on testing because 2018, I think Ferrari was the fastest in testing, and lo and behold, Mercedes won. So
Mercedes is
I'm
using
just-
some hacks, man.
it's just sandbagging, dude. Just sandbagging.
Big
I hope
sandbag.
Red Bull is sandbagging too.
I definitely hope Red Bull is sandbagging because they're way off the pace right now, but not in TierX. Red Bull are definitely on the pace in TierX, and they've taken 2 and 3, I'm pretty sure, on the grid, and just barely beaten out by Prix the Pro. So definitely showing.
I think we'll just call him Prix for now because
Yeah,
it's just the time.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
definitely
he's-
showing his proness. Never mind.
So if you say Prix, he's Prix the pro. So yeah, like I was saying, Red Bull had a very, I want to say radical, but apparently radical is now branded to Ferrari. But yeah, they had a very radical design, and that is why they didn't really show much of the car.
The
It is
side
a very,
powers.
very, it's a very, very. I don't want to say odd because it's not odd. It's very innovative if it works out well. So it's a proper Adrian Newey car.
And Adrian Newey is the mastermind, and I hope he's got something up his sleeve for Red Bull. Otherwise, they're going to be in a big pit like Ferrari were in 2020.
We'll have to see. Let's just hope that what they did for 2021 to get Max his Drivers' Championship, that won't affect the next 5 years of their championships.
Well, it's still a long wait for our race to start here because they're going to have to reset the grid and ask the drivers to please go on the tires that they used for qualifying, the top 10 at least. And I think only apart from 2 drivers, which included Simply and Walking Nut, everyone else was on the soft. So I don't think that will be a problem.
Hold on, I don't think Walking Nut was on. Let me double check for you.
Was it one of the Alpines? I'm pretty sure was on, or the Williams was on the mediums in the top 10. And P10.
Top 10 was Simply, only Simply.
No, someone else was there. Definitely, someone else was there.
Let me double check. Oh yeah, no one else. Only Simply. Oh no, sorry. Yes, you're right. I am wrong. Simply and the Walking Nut.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Definitely. I just saw someone was there on the mediums.
I am stupid moment.
Well, I hope we don't have any I am stupid moments in the race. That would be disappointing for the drivers at least and for the teams overall. Well, we don't have any team principals, but yes.
Well, you have a bit of free time now. I think you guys can shoot any questions. You have any? So yeah. Also, let's go back to real life F1 since we still have a bit of time. What other teams do you think have a bit of I don't know, are you looking out for?
McLaren definitely, because their pace in the testing has been pretty good actually. Both Ricciardo and Norris topping out the timesheets. I think still Ricciardo is in P1 for today and Norris yesterday topped out the timing sheets, and I think McLaren looking very confident with their recent growth in recent years from 2019 onwards. And yeah, I think I have an eye out for them, maybe challenging for race wins, even maybe the championship if I'm not over exaggerating.
Yeah, that is a fair aspiration for McLaren from you, but to be fair, Norris was on a one level softer compound than Charles Leclerc. That also would contribute to his fastest lap, but I am not saying that McLaren isn't fast. They look very, very fast right now.
Talking about Charles Leclerc, he's right now and on the top in the drivers testing right now, and that too by quite a margin, by 5/10 on the same compound as Ricciardo, who is behind him.
Yeah, I think Ferrari fans can finally
breathe a sigh of relief for now. For now. We have
unless
to wait till
2018. Yes, unless 2019 repeats itself again. Yes, thank you Karthik for correcting us. Leclerc is on the top by 5 times.
Yes, and very, very interesting to see Ferrari because they are looking strong in the testing right now, but I am not sure how strong they'll be in the real race. But well, let's see. We'll find out soon enough.
That is always there, a bit of doubt in the back of your mind.
I think the doubt is there for every team, not just Ferrari, because we don't really know anything representative until day 3 or until Bahrain testing, because well, that's the real test for these guys. And I think we're gonna see the C4 and the C5 compounds also coming out tomorrow or maybe soon today as well.
I'll tell you one thing though, Alpha Tauri is looking crazy competitive this year.
I think since Alpha Tauri has come...
at least.
Okay, go on Starmax.
No, I was finishing mine, you go on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think since Toro Rosso has gone off and Alpha Tauri has come on, Alpha Tauri has been competitive ever since. The AT01 was pretty good. I think that's what Gasly won in Monza in, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And then the AT02 as well, he got a podium. I think he got a podium or a P4 if I'm not mistaken. But
he got a podium in Baku.
Yeah, so
alongside
Sonoda as
Perez
well,
and Vettel.
Towards the end of the season, Sonoda also upped his game and expecting quite a bit from him because he's a youngster and still relatively new to the F1 scene. And talking about youngsters, we have Guan Yu Zhou as well. racing for Alfa Romeo. What are your thoughts on him?
We'll have to see how he races. People aren't so happy that he's like people are saying, oh, other F2 drivers deserve this place, but
Like
yeah, still,
Piastri.
yeah, Oscar Piastri, Theo Porsche, but mainly Oscar Piastri. But I think at that point, Alfa Romeo really needed the money, so I think they decided to go with Joe instead. So let's see if he's able to put up a respectable performance where it actually helps Alfa Romeo in the end.
Well, a respectable performance against an experienced driver like Valtteri Bottas won't be easy for him, but he's going to be pushing his 100%. And I think we're about to start the race in about 20 odd seconds. So, well, it's going to be an interesting one here at Saudi today.
Yep. I'll tell you one thing though, no, Ferrari is having crazy consistency. They've been able to put a lot of laps without any hiccups.
Yeah, and
Even in McLaren.
McLaren had some issues yesterday, but I don't think any issues
Yeah.
showed up today. So
But
I
I think
think, yeah, we're into the race now, and we can stop our discussions about real F1 and go into our game F1 for TierX at Saudi Arabia.
yes.
Almost there, almost there. Just a minute. Any more questions in the chat, Starmax?
Hype till season kicks off and then it's Max Lewis 1-2 all season. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Lando up there,
Ricardo,
Ricardo Sainz.
Ricardo,
I think. Well, you can see who's the Ricardo fan here. Well, I'm a
Ricardo.
Perez fan here, so.
Perez will be up there definitely if Red Bull have a competitive car, but yeah, let's see.
I feel that I think both Ricardo and Perez, it's not about whether they had competitive cars. It's just that they had a car biased to their so-called first driver's
Second
driving
driver
style,
treatment,
so, yeah.
basically.
It's not really a treatment kind of thing because 2021 cars are mostly carried on from 2020, so they can't make drastic changes to the car.
But this is
So,
an
yeah.
absolutely new game, a new sport, if you will, because F1 has changed completely and it's going to be a pretty different ballpark for all the drivers and all the teams. So, well, as we see, we're seeing the pit lane right now and waiting for players. So, let's see how long it takes for our race to start.
Let's see if it's a Mercedes Red Bull 1-2 as usual.
I don't think we have two Mercedes here, so let's see what Steel Sneeze can pull off for the Merc boys.
Steel has been a very underrated driver from 2020 and 2021, so we'll have to see what he's able to do.
I think he's gone under the radar mostly.
Yep. Like, I think first race, Austria, after a bunch of penalties, Steel Sneeze missed out a podium by just a tenth of a second. I can't imagine how gutted he must have been.
So I am still waiting for players because we have to wait for players.
Yeah.
And it's
Codemasters
pretty
moment.
annoying. Codemasters moment are all over the place right now because Codemasters haven't fixed their game and it's still stuck there. So I think I'll just head back to our normal screen and wait.
So, I'll tell you one thing. Formation lap is off, and they're only given 1 minute for setups.
Oh, Formation Lab is off. Okay, that's
Because
interesting.
formation lap is known to cause glitches and stuff.
Technically, it should have been on because it does make sense, but well, this is
Oh,
interesting
no.
decision from the coordinators, but.
It's usually on, but Cody's moment again. Formation lap is common to cause glitches, at least in Xbox.
Okay, now it's showing me starts in 20 seconds, so I think I'll just head on to it again. And a lot of scene switching going on. I'm sorry, guys, whoever is watching, but yes, I have to do it.
Yes, please be patient. Patience is a virtue. The more you wait, the more high quality of racing you're gonna get. Hopefully.
It's always next year for Ferrari. I never said that. Well, and as we talk about Ferrari, the timer goes red and we are on the start and it's 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights and we are underway for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at Jeddah and Prix the Pro. I think he maintains the lead into turn 1 and yeah, well done from Prix the Pro to keep the lead. And a lot of shaking going down the order.
Steel Sneeze with a dive down
Missed
the
and
inside.
Rahul spun out at turn 1 and oh, there's carnage. I think there's a DNF. Yeah, that's Space Fighter. That is a safety car. That's a VSC.
VSC.
Oh my
We
god.
might become a full safety car.
Just one corner and we're already with the safety
Oh,
car.
full safety car.
Okay. Well, just a corner and that's a safety car at Jeddah, and I was definitely expecting something like that. And oh man.
I'll tell you one thing though. This is not helping simply at all whatsoever, because he is on the mediums hoping that the tires will drop off soon. The sauce, but so far it has not gone so well for him.
Unlucky for Simply and all of the medium runners, including Walking Nut and Stealthy Sunny as well, who has moved up 5 places from P15 to P10. So that's great from Stealthy Sunny to jump on the start and get a great start.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so great from him.
Who has lost a wing there? Someone's lost a wing.
Is that Rahul or is that someone else?
I think go on to haphazard, please. Haphazard.
Not the Ferrari. Is
Can you
it?
go on about haphazard?
Yes, it is haphazard. He has lost his wings. Oh, oh man. Okay, I think can he
Yeah.
dive down for hearts?
No, I think it's better to pit for mediums and go till the end of the race. No need to go into hearts at all.
Okay,
That's
so
how minimal the tire wear is.
well, the tire wear is actually very minimal. Running mediums without any issues for 24 laps is not a thing you hear every day.
Yeah. I hope he goes on to the mediums, because if he goes on to the hards, yeah, it won't be nice. I really do hope he goes on to the mediums.
And HB also drops down. Oh, he spitted.
Give me a sec.
I think he's just fitted for new tires. Why did I call them wheels? But anyways, it's gonna be a fight from the back for HB, and everyone is diving down for a wing. Everyone has wing damage. Okay, interesting to see that. And oh, double stack at Alpine. It's a double stack at Alpine. Alpine guys have not got their strategy correct, and it's a wing change as well. Just sad for Mist, but the safety car really helping him out.
So, sorry for leaving it there. I'm back now.
Yeah, but double stack at Alpine. Starmax, did you see that?
No, I was away, but I guess
yes.
since you filled me in.
It's just, I think they just did a double stack because of the safety car being out. Otherwise, that double
it
stack was
doesn't
really
matter.
bad.
Anyways. HB though. Ooh.
So
Can you see what tire
Starmax,
compound is there on? I want to see what tire compound is
HB went on to the mediums if I'm not mistaken. Yes, HB is on the mediums.
Oh, okay, good. They all went on to the mediums. Good,
Everyone
good.
outside the top 10 has pitted for a wing or for tires or for something or the other, and I think the biggest gainer here has been Stealthy Sunny, who has made up
Wait.
I think 7 positions.
I think, hey, don't call me crazy, but I think HB pitted just so that he can just race to the end and doesn't
I
have to
think
pit.
he's
I
doing
don't think
that.
he had damage.
Yeah, I think he's doing that only, and I wouldn't be surprised that a driver of the caliber of HB actually tries to do that, because he can easily make it work, as we were talking, Starmax, about the strategy here, and it's easy to do so many laps on the mediums here, and the safety car definitely helping him out. I think it's going to be in next lap if I'm not mistaken.
That right there is an astronomical gamble. So don't go anywhere, because these last 5 people you see can end up being the top 5 at the end of the race.
I won't be surprised if that is actually the case, but Prix the Pro is on the softs and he's still gonna have great pace on them, so I won't be
Content
surprised.
Mink also pitted. I didn't see that.
Oh, and he's just behind HB, so Content Mink looking pretty strong for today.
Both can pull along each other using DRS and Slipstream.
I think they might be like, you know I'm fast, I know you're fast, let's just go together and pull away from these guys.
It would be stupid to fight.
Because these
They
are
need to help each other. They need to help each other at this
okay,
point.
Go on, Starmax. I really hate when I'm cutting you off all the time, but go on, man. Go on.
I was just saying, they need to just help each other and not really fight at this point.
Yeah, definitely, because we both know, and I think everyone watching also knows, that these guys are pretty quick, and they will be looking to go with each other and not fight it out. Because there isn't much to fight it out for now, right now at least, P10 and P11, but after the pit stops come into play, they're gonna be, I think SB is right now net P1 only, so...
But technically, but we'll have to see.
but yes, depends on the other strategy and incidents happening during the race.
Ink asks, wait only 25 laps. Is that the least of the season? If there is Spa, I think there's Spa. So Spa would be the least. Spa is only 22 laps.
And Twitch goes black again for a second. I don't know what the
So I hope I answered your question, Ink. So yeah. There is Spa right, this season?
Let me just open my Discord on my phone and just see.
It's fine. I can check for you. I don't know if it's okay.
Now that I have it open, I'm going to check for myself.
League info.
Okay, I can find
There
it
is Spa.
and there is Spa. It's the
Spa
last
is the-
race.
Spa last race. Yes, that is
Season
22
ender.
laps. Yeah.
And the race after this is Monza. Wow, a great track, and where my favorite Daniel Ricciardo also won the race. And as we see Prix the Pro backing up the pack because the safety car is definitely in this lap. As we see that Aston Martin going into the pits, and not the Aston Martin but the Aston Martin safety car. But
As you know, Catty is a very, very aggressive driver, and I wouldn't be surprised if he just sent one down the inside in the first corner itself.
Prix the
But
Pro
for
is
that-
gone. Yes. But Catty gets a better start, I think. Yes. Catty around the outside. Is it gonna happen? Catty tries and doesn't work out for Catty. Prix the Pro, man, I think he's a pretty skilled driver.
Honestly, it doesn't matter because this race is the definition of it is it's not a sprint, it's
Yeah.
endurance.
Definitely, it is an endurance. And as we see HB and Rahul fighting it out for P9 and Rahul barely keeping it.
HB barely keeping it. Actually left the track, I think, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Rahul barely keeping the position.
Yeah, he must have the wall anyways.
But the biggest gainer from all of this carnage is Telji Sunny, who's gained 7 positions. Man is on the next level.
Man. Yep.
Already a gap starting to form between P6 and P7 as we see
I think-
Walking Not falling back.
Echoes
Simply
is the
going for the
mediums.
P3. Simply is into P3. I never saw that happen.
I think there was a mistake done by someone. Oh, HSM close to Simply.
Too risky to go for a move there unless you're racing with 20 AI. But
I've actually made a move there, so it's
Rahul!
not the hardest thing in the world.
Rahul
But
and
yeah.
Stealthy Sunny having a scrap. Can we please go on board them? And this whole pack is very close together. Rahul around the outside, but HB, I think he's going to try to gain from all of this carnage. And yes, HB does follow through, but Rahul gets a better exit, I think. Yeah, Rahul got a better exit.
Oh yeah.
No, he's out of deploy. They're side by side into turn 1. No. Okay, I think Rahul just pulled back.
Yeah, Rahul back.
Oh, he goes
This is
out
stupid.
on the outside of Stealthy Sunny and tries to
Yes,
make it
switch
work.
back of
He
wheels.
gets it. He gets it. I think he got it. Yeah, he got it. Oh my god, that's a
Oh,
great
that
move
was a-
from Rahul.
That was a brilliant switchback from Rahul. What a move.
Yeah, man, all these TierX guys are something else, man. I can't believe these races. Just been 2 races since I'm the commentator and I've already seen some crazy stuff happen. But Rahul taking some interesting lines there. If I'm-
Sunny's trying to fight back. Rahul, can you stay on board Sunny, please?
No, Sunny is too far back for now. And
No, only 3 times.
TRS.
No, he can use the RS and gain slipstream. Slipstream is crazy here.
He's not using his ERS, he's still at a pretty good amount of ERS actually.
Yeah.
Rahul is
here
soon to
ERS
rack up a
regen-
penalty. Oh, Rahul taps the wall. I think, yeah, that's it for Rahul and he's gonna get dislodged. Or is he?
Because
He's
I
not-
don't
he's
think
not.
Sunny is gonna try move here. Let's
Yeah,
see. I think
broke-
he backed
yeah,
out.
He backed out.
I think he's gonna use some of his ERS right now.
How has Rahul not gotten a penalty, man? Can someone explain?
No, hit the wall. I don't think he hit the wall again.
No, he got a
I'm surprised.
He extended here as well.
Ah.
Sunny going on the outside, will he make it work?
I think he'll try to do a
HB
switchback.
fighting with Walking Nut as well. HB.
Oh, switchback?
Oh, Catty and P the Pro fighting for the fastest laps.
Sunny didn't commit to this switchback. Unlucky.
I think he was just too. Oh, Rahul pits. I think he got wing damage. Or
he got
he's
wing
just
damage.
making a strategic pit stop. Can we go on board Rahul, please?
Sunny with the dummy. Oh, he tried it.
Yeah, Rahul changing his front wing. Sad for him. He was in a pretty good place actually, but oh well.
Yeah.
Everything can't go your way. And perfect timing for the Aston Martin and Rahul, I think.
Can you go Steel Sneeze, please? Steel Sneeze only 2 tenths behind Sam. Steel Sneeze.
And he will have DRS as well, I think. So. Yes.
Oh, yes.
He has DRS and he dives on
down.
the inside. And is he gonna make it? Great move from Steel
Yeah.
Sneeze. Whoa, man. That
What
was
a move.
great. Absolutely great
Let's see if
racing.
Sam tries to attack back.
I think
Because
Sam will
here-
get DRS soon.
Yeah, Sam should get DRS.
I think there's still a long way to go before he gets DRS, and
Yeah.
Steel Sneeze will try his best to pull out.
This is already more exciting than China. Minus the
Definitely.
ending.
Minus the ending, yes.
Sam. Oh, DRS there. But I think it's too far behind.
Too far.
I think this will help him set up the move for the main
PG with a
straight.
penalty.
This will help to set up a move on the first straight. He'll get DRS here also. Let's see if he tries to send one. Oh, it's too far back again. He didn't get a really
Oh,
good exit.
AJ Sam into the pitch. What?
I think he might be just going on to the mediums till the end.
Yeah, I think he's planning to do that only. And
Can we on board? Can we go over AJ Sam to see if he's changing wing? AJ Sam,
I
AJ Sam?
don't think he is. He is.
Yes, I had wing damage.
Very unlucky for the drivers today, just getting wing damage left, right, and center. And when
Can we
that
go over
was
walking
hurt-
nut?
And another Alpha
Combo.
Tauri into the pits. That's contented wing. He's also changing his wing. Yes, he is.
Ah,
A wing. I think it's gonna be very costly for the teams today because it's wing change bonanza today. And yes, pretty
controller
disappointing.
players are in pure pain.
Walking nut with a penalty and PG with a penalty as well. But HB, he's into P6 actually.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that also.
Yeah, man is on another level.
He just needs to make sure that he doesn't get another penalty here. HB on control Bobby using ERS.
Oh, it's gonna be close. Will he make it work? Wow, that's a nice TV camera.
Yeah, that is a really nice camera. I have never seen that before.
Yeah, I have not seen that at a D track. I think that's.
Is he closing in
drone
on him?
camera.
I think he'll make a move on this DRS team.
DRS, and yeah, that should be an
DRS.
easy enough move for HB. Yes, it is. But I think Contra Bobby is using all of his ERS and trying to go down the inside. Will he? Will he go down the inside? No, he won't. Just too
But
far
he
back.
will get DRS next round. He'll
Yes,
get
he will.
DRS right here.
And Contra Bobby with the DRS. HB just trying to pull out of the slipstream. Oh, he's taking slipstream actually from Steel Steels who goes into the pits. Unlucky for him because I think he has wing damage again. $50,000, £50,000 wing cost in F1, and you can just imagine how poor the teams will be after this race.
Isn't it 110,000?
I think that was something else. I have seen a YouTube video told me 50,000, but I am not sure.
It is still a lot of money though.
Yes, it is definitely a lot of money. 50 lakh rupees if you want me to translate it in that for you. I think it is 50 lakh rupees. Or is it? Yeah, it is 50 lakh rupees.
Yeah, wait. Let's just carry on.
Yeah, but it's very expensive. You should just know that.
Yes.
Thankfully, the drivers aren't
that's
paying
another
for
50
it.
grand. Catty is very low in ERS.
Catty has fallen back from Prix the Pro. He has pulled away a decent enough gap actually and taken him out of DRS range. Starmax just take over for a second. I have a call coming in.
Sure. HB is going there. Can you go over AGSM please? AGSM? AGSM is closing in on Mist. TV podcast please. Thank you. Mist is all over the place. AGSM is sizing him up right now. He's getting closer and closer. Will he make a move here? Oh! He backs out of it here. Making a move here is very, very risky. But he will make a move down this DRS straight as I'm assuming. So he will sort of stay in the slipstream, use DRS and have a very easy move on Mist. Oh, still Sunny. Oh, Rahul. Oh no, this is a day that Rahul will not want to remember. Everything that can go wrong for him is going wrong for him right now. And Catty gets the 3-second time penalty. Oh my, this will not help him in his championship in any way, shape or form. Can we go about Mist? Please take a Mist is trying to fight back Sam. Mist is trying to stay with him. TV pod cam please.
And I am back. And as we head into this battle, and Haphazard also gets a penalty. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of penalties in this race. And Steel's also a
Slaya,
penalty.
let me tell you what happened. Rahul crashed into the wall.
Oh, and he's into the pits actually for softs. Will his soft
Yes.
go to the end?
Off.
They should.
It could.
15 laps, I
Good.
think that's not a long stretch. If you were saying 20.
No, yeah. 15 minutes is easily done on softs, easily. Yeah, what is he saying? Yeah, it's easily done on softs.
But the
But
main
yeah,
thing
this
is
is the day
Rahul
that
doesn't
Rahul
have a
will not want
penalty.
another.
And if he can catch up to these guys, I think he'll benefit quite a bit.
I mean, to be fair, half of the time he's been hitting the wall, so. No shade, my bad. Sorry for that violation.
Well, I think it's pretty common between the drivers today hitting the wall because it is such a track. And Stealthy Sunny into the pits, or is it Contra Bobby? Okay, it's
Contra.
Ooh, interesting here. Another wind change, I think. Another 50,000 out of the pocket.
No, I think just Peter, that's a strategy.
Yeah, it's his wing.
Oh, wing change.
And he's going on to the medium, so wing change bonanza it is.
Bye.
And I think that's a Mercedes, or is that a Red Bull? Someone is into the pits.
And
Yeah, that's a Mercedes. That's Steel Sneeze into the pits again.
Oh no, Steel Sneeze is in such good position. Oh, that hurts me.
I think
I was rooting for Steel Sneeze.
I think it hurts the most for Rahul because he spun and he pitted and he's now way far back from the people who pitted as well.
Give me a sec.
Yeah, give me a sec as well. Till that time, you guys can enjoy the sound of these cars. And yes, I am back. I don't think Starmax is back, but Catty! He's made a move on Prix the Pro! When did this happen? I never saw this happen. We missed it. We missed it. We both missed it. No, only the guys watching the stream saw it. We all missed it. Well, Simply YT, I think he's gonna benefit from this and he might be able to catch up to these guys. But still, a 2-3 for Alfa Romeo won't be shabby at all.
Yep.
If they can make it happen.
How do you containing DNF?
Wait, what happened there? We missed a lot in these few seconds. Starmax.
I went to see my brother's screen and I see Contender being as DNF'd. So I was wondering, I was hoping that you would know it.
I went to open the door, and when I come back, the door is closed for Content Mink.
Oh my god. Let's focus on the present now.
And
now,
as we saw, Prix the Pro, he's going for a move, I think. Oh, switch things.
Yes. Oh, they're back. No, can we please stay on board? Okay.
He's gonna go for the move. He's not. He spun out, and AJ Sam. That's just disappointment for him. I hope he doesn't have any wing damage from that.
Oh. Okay. Whoa. Damn it, I was still on that. Okay. I think Prix might send one down the inside.
Yeah, he's gonna send it. I think he got a marginally better exit, and he has the DRS. Just 410 separating them, and he's gonna go. But Catty sends him to the outside, but still Prix the Pro. Can he make it? No, he can't. Switch back. Oh, that's just Max Verstappen there. We saw a glimpse of Max Verstappen. Catty is the new Max Verstappen. Confirm.
He's very fast, to be fair.
Yes, and Max Verstappen is also fast, and he's aggressive since we see him getting a time penalty as well. Catty, another penalty as we talk about penalties.
This is not good for him. 6 seconds of time penalty.
And that would actually boost up Simply YT into P2.
Oh, HB pitted. I think he pitted because he had wing damage.
HB, I think, yeah. Still he's in P5.
Oh,
okay. He's in P5 still.
No, not a good day for the controller users, man.
Simply YT, and I think Prix the Pro should also be on the wheel itself, I guess. Or is he
I know the ages time and Simply are on wheel. Like Catty is a controller, Sunny is a controller, HB is a controller, Contra is a controller.
Let's just stick with this lead battle because it's getting pretty spicy here. And I think Prix the Pro is gonna go for the move with this DRS. Yeah, it should be straightforward.
I just don't think.
Oh, getting so close. Oh man, the cars are holy shit.
This corner, I would let them overtake me first, like early on, so that I will get DRS on the next straight, so I can get back the position.
And Catty does have the DRS, but they both are pitting. What? Huh? Simply YT will take the lead. What?
I mean, it's so surprising, I guess, because they had to.
Oh, they had to pit. Okay, never mind. I thought what just happened there that they both get wing damage from each other.
Yes, no,
But,
yes. In the end, they still have to pit, Slayer, not only because they're wing damage, Slayer.
I thought
Slayer
they pitted under
moment.
SC, but this was I am stupid moment from Slaya.
Jeddah attacks.
Jeddah attacks. Well, Simply YT is still on old tires, but I think he may actually come out close to these guys.
Oh, there's going to be so much down. Yeah. So simply, Catty and Prix the pro on mediums.
I think it's going to be close.
Mediums.
Catty lost a lot of time in the pits. I think he had to change his wing as well.
Oh.
Catty's fallen back like 7 seconds, so I think that would have been the case.
They need to be careful on the first few laps on the
going
mediums.
for the move on PG. PG, I think, also is a reserve.
Yeah. First few laps, the mediums are not going to feel good, so they're going to have to take it slow and not, push very hard or anything. Once the mediums come to life, then they're actually a very good compound.
Medium is definitely a great compound around any track, not just Jeddah. But look at this section, look at the breakneck speeds the cars are going at, and well, just insane to see. Heavy braking, not very heavy, but yes, definitely heavy braking into this corner and taking the whole track and using the full width of the track. And yes, great track.
That corner might seem easy, but it's actually very technical, especially the exit.
Yeah, exit
Because
you get massive oversteer sometimes.
Not only that, people on off traction, actually it's a bit hard to get traction in that corner. If you get too early, straight Binala.
HB fastest lap, well, we were expecting that he's on fresh softs, but interesting to see if he can catch up to his teammate and get past him. And I think it's just 17 seconds between Simply and Catty, but Catty does have a penalty, don't forget, a 6-second penalty. And okay, that was actually really sketchy between the Alpine and the Ferrari.
Alonso moment.
Alonso tax.
The amount of references in this one stream. I can't get enough of them.
L-Plan working well enough for Alpine right now.
And agree to disagree. Andre pitted again?
I just saw someone sideways. Something
pitted again.
Contra is out of the pits behind Rahul. And Rahul is actually pretty quick. He's gained 2 seconds to walking that already. And gaining tenths in every corner. So it's pretty crazy to see Rahul's pace.
Rahul...
Oh, and Stealthy Sunny. And no, it's Prix the Pro and Stealthy Sunny fighting it out.
Brilliant difference on Prix the Pro. No, Stealthy Sunny.
Stealthy Sunny.
What a difference.
But Prix the Pro does have DRS. Will he get past? Oh, Sunny pushing him out wide and keeping it. And I think that's really helping out Simply YT pitted.
Catty. What difference from Stealthy Sunny?
Stealthy Sunny is absolutely on the charge right now. And I think he's already made one pit stop. So if he can nurse these mediums till the end and Simply YT with a penalty.
And has he made a pit stop?
He has, because see, there's 15 laps in the race and he's done 14 laps on the mediums.
Oh no, you'll see that because lap 15, he hasn't completed the 15th lap yet.
Oh, he's not meant to stop. Never mind. Well, Slaya attacks. Tax everywhere.
So I think let's see if the Pro can overtake him on the coming DRS. I can assure you that Stealthy Sunny will not make it easy for him.
Stealthy Sunny hasn't been making it easy for him, and he won't be making it easy for him because he wants that win. I mean, not that win, because he's gonna get dislodged. But I think this is massively helping out Simply YT, because this fighting will really let him catch up, and let's see what Stealthy Sunny has up his sleeve. Will he be able to defend? Oh, he does defend it! Stealthy Sunny!
isn't able to catch up much from all of this. What is wrong with Catty right now? All of this fighting and Catty has not been able to catch up.
I think that's
By
the
much.
move shield for Prix the Pro.
Oh, unless Sonic dives up.
Ooh, that was so close.
He was having a look.
Jeddah turn 1 is so close just to even watch two cars going.
No, but you have to commend the work he did on 15 lap pole mediums. The question is, why isn't he pitting?
I think he got really unlucky during quali Sunny because he wasn't able to set a lap, and well, Catty, I don't know what seems to be the problem, but something definitely up with Catty.
Yeah, he's off the pace today.
And interesting light through there.
Max moment.
Max tax.
Yeah. And I think, is he doing damage or body damage?
Yet he's using Albon's number, Catty.
Or is he just playing slower than Prix? I can't tell.
I think he is slower than Prix because Prix already gapped him by 1.4 seconds when they hadn't spitted, so I think it's just
true,
Prix being fast and simply YT being faster than Catty and catching up pretty rapidly to HB actually. So HB might get robbed of his P4 right now because simply YT definitely on the fresher tires.
I would say that HB is actually faster than Simply, but this
No, Simply is faster than HB. Look, he's already gained 2 his 10s. Close to that number.
Oh yeah, true.
Well taken that corner from Simply.
Elvis pitted finally. He's off those old mediums.
And that would just give a position to everyone.
Will he come out just behind Sam?
Simply fastest lap by around 8/10 if I'm not mistaken, because the last fastest lap was by his teammate and that was a 1:31.3. So yeah, just goes to show the medium soft strategy also pretty powerful actually. Who's your driver of the day till now, Starmax?
It's hard to say, you know. I'll definitely say Stealthy Sunny actually.
I definitely agree with you on that one.
Can we get the interval between them?
Yeah.
Yep, thank you.
8 seconds behind Simply, so I think he's just going to stick there and finish the race off. But Simply YT can actually get onto the podium and actually maybe even get a 1-2 for Alfa Romeo, because right now I think he will be ahead of Catty theoretically, because Catty has 6 seconds and Simply has 3 seconds and he's closing up on HB. So can we go on but Simply actually please? I want to see if we can get the move done. He will have DRS now.
No, I don't think he'll get the move. I think he'll just get close enough to make the move on the next
I think he might even just try to stick back until the end, because that might just drag him closer to Catty.
Yeah, that's also a pretty smart idea.
Because HB will be using all of his DRS. I think I see some red lights blinking on his car and Simply goes even quicker. Simply is on the charge.
He has DRS, so he'll be much
quicker. But he is definitely on the charge. And do I see a red light blinking on the Red Bull? Or is that just me? I think that's.
I said it's not a strong point for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't worry about it. I think it was just me seeing things, but Simply YT definitely gonna be aiming to go for a move, and really well taken that section.
But I'll tell you one thing, HB is doing a brilliant job in keeping a distance from Simply.
HB is catching up to his own teammate now actually, as we see.
I think that there needs to be some team up between them if they want to keep that position and not lose a lot of team points.
I think Catty will let HB go.
If he gets close enough,
yellow flag, that's Rahul. Rahul again has spun out, and that is some McLaren. Oh my god, this ghosting just saved walking nut right there. Rahul having a bad day today at the office, and pretty gutted for him.
If you guys watched season 1 and 2, you realize how fast of a driver Rahul is. It's a shame he's not being able to show his pace this season yet. I think there's a lot of studies and work.
He has shown his pace, but I don't think Jeddah is a strong suit for him. But as we see, Simply YT getting past HB, and he is theoretically P2 right now. Yes, he is.
But HB coming back in.
No. Simply has DRS still, but I think HB also has DRS.
HB also has DRS.
Oh, will he send it? Simply, can he send it? Will he send it? No, he won't.
Catty will cut him off. Catty will cut him off. So Catty was on the descent like a lion.
I think some team play go on at Red Bull, but Prix the Pro is just too far ahead of these guys. He's in a league of his own, and I think he's just too fast for TierX.
Let's see if we can stay within CP.
No, HB's already dropped out of DRS.
Wow.
Just goes to show simply space.
I think the station of damage is losing a lot of time.
Catty may even have that invisible damage which loses you second a lap. I think that might be the case.
HB is losing a lot.
HB's lost a lot of time. But simply he's about to send it. Will he send it? I don't think he will. Too risky. Simply might end his race and maybe even end Catty's race. He just pulls back out of it. He knows it's too risky. But DRS here will definitely aid simply in completing the move to get on track P2. Will he be able to move
If
it?
I was Catty, I would let's simply buy early on so that I can make a move on him on the first DRS. But let's see what Catty does.
Catty is pretty aggressive here because Catty and Simply, as we both know, Starmax, they both have a rivalry, intra-tier rivalry.
Yeah, definitely.
But Simply going up on the outside and trying to make a move.
At least staying alongside, will he dive on the
Catty,
inside?
will Simply get damage through that? I think Simply might have some damage. Oh, it's so close between these guys. And Simply gets it done. Simply's up into P2. Wow. And that's a Alfa Romeo 1-2. Absolutely insane from the Alpha boys. Their dominance is really showing.
HB featured.
HB had damage, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Disappointing for HB, man. Come on, he was having such a good race.
Catty also damage now? I don't know.
I think HB is just going to try to steal the fastest lap now.
Yeah.
And Rahul, to rub salt in the wound, he gets a penalty as well. Disappointing for the guy.
I don't know. It is really confusing. Both times, both fights, I simply had with both Red Bull boys. Both Red Bull boys fell off a lot in time. Did both of them get damage?
Or is Simply and Prix the Pro hackers? Well, Prix the Pro definitely has hacker-like pace. He's too fast. Too fast for the competition, and even his own teammate has no answer. Alfa Romeo showing clear dominance at the top right now.
Yep.
I think they're already pretty far ahead in the constructors, and they're going to extend that gap if the race ends like this.
I fully agree with you on that.
And yes, I think that is Walking not getting lapped. And Rahul, will he be able to come out ahead? Will he be able to get P12? At least some redemption. He might. It's very close between these guys. And yes, that is P12 for Rahul. Oh, there's a spin there. I think that's Rahul again. Ah, come on, man. You have to be kidding me. That's just so unfortunate for the guy.
Oh, that really hurts.
That really hurts for Rahul.
McLaren season isn't like that. Let's hope that is not an accurate representation of 2022 season for one of the McLarens.
Shut up, man. It might be.
I wouldn't mind. I am not a fan of Lando.
Yeah, I don't care if it's for Lando, but Daniel. It might be.
I really respect Daniel Ricciardo. It's just a shame to see him go through that. His few years in Red Bull. His few years in Red Bull was simply brilliant.
Especially that win at Monaco.
I just realized Cat lost a position to Sunny.
Oh, Sunny into P3. Man, this race is something I've not seen before. Well, no crazy dive bombs like China, but absolutely crazy race. And I think everyone on the grid except for Prix the Pro has a penalty with them. Well, that just goes to show the menace that is Jeddah.
I really think that Catty has damage. I hate to say it, but yeah. I think he's just trying to nurse his car home. I think
Catty's keeping up with Stanley Sunny, like the delta he had lost. I mean, he's keeping it up. Correction, he's not keeping it up. Catty definitely has damage.
Yeah.
HB fastest lap. I told you he's gonna steal it, and that's exactly what he did.
It is a no-brainer. Honestly, it's a no-brainer. could try to close the gap. He could try to overtake Aegis and
Crazy battle for
Aegis and his own.
P10 right now. And as Contra Bobby sends it and gets the move done pretty easily, I think BG got a bad exit there.
I feel the Sunny should really keep close to Simply in case one of the Red Bulls tried to report Simply for anything that happened on the track. So while this may be the finishing order,
I think Simply's too far ahead. He's 6 seconds ahead. Even if he gets a 5-second penalty, he's gonna be safe.
Yeah, but I believe Stealthy Sunny can close the gap because people don't know this, but Stealthy Sunny is actually a very, very fast driver. He's one of those drivers that just comes for fun, doesn't really practice much. And that is his raw pace. He doesn't practice much at all.
Starmax, I have a food delivery. You take over, man. I'll be back in a few moments.
You and food, best combo. Well, this is rather mundane, and it's not really even close to each other. I'll try to answer some of the questions you guys have for me. So if you guys have any questions, so shoot any questions if you have at me. So if anybody wants, someone asked what is Alpine. Wait, no, never mind. Caddy pitted, and he is getting his being changed. Oh, that is not good. This is a really, really bad day for Red Bull. You might think P5 and P6 is good for them, but I personally think it's not because
who's that in the pits?
they are Catty.
Catty, as you were telling me, Catty had damage, and I think that has turned out to be the case. And disappointing for Red Bull, they were running so well, but damage has really just...
Yes, like I was saying, people might think that P5 and P6 is very good for Red Bull, but I would like to think that it's not, because they are in second in the Constructors Championship right now and try to fight for first. They really can't take anything than at least a single person up on the podium.
To be very honest, there is no fight for first in the Constructors and TierX.
Let's hope Red Bull can step up their game. That's
right
what I
now,
would say.
there is no fight for P1 in the Constructors. Alfa Romeo
Yeah, right now
has
there
shown
isn't.
that dominance, man.
And Prix the Pro has definitely shown his dominance.
First race, and he might be his first win.
Even though Prix the Pro is on 10 lap old mediums, he is still faster than Simply.
And he has
Get
run
that
a
into your
penalty-free
head.
race.
Penalty free, faster on old mediums than his teammate, who is on 8 lap old softs. Keep that.
Well, Simply wasn't wrong when he was telling me that Prix the Pro is fast, and he's definitely shown his fastness and his pro-ness. Well, great race for him, I guess.
Questionable grammar there, but we'll carry on.
No one knows.
Yes.
Nobody's gonna know.
Everybody knows. Oh, like I said,
It's a
dare I say that HB will be able to fight with Aegis and then.
Alpha Tauri versus Red Bull, who's gonna come out on top, and HB is pushing it.
I think it's very
I think
easy
it's
for
gonna be HB because Aegis is on old tires. Old tires.
Aegis has had a brilliant race, to be fair. Very somewhat incident free.
If he can maintain his position, it would be even better. A cherry on the top.
Yeah.
He's using all of his ERS. His red light is flashing on the car, and he's just trying to defend
red
the
light
rear
flashing.
light.
Red light flashing means there's less than 10% of ERS left in the car.
And
So,
yeah, I think it should be straightforward for HB. Ooh! HB, questionable from HB.
There also could just be some lag, which is very common because this is the Codemasters game.
Codemaster stacks. Definitely showing here, and as we see HB getting the move done, but AJ Sam will have the DRS for the final lap. I don't think he'll be able to hold on though.
Yeah. Oh, it's difficult to have a look.
Tries to have a look, but too far. Catty retires! Catty has retired! What happened to Catty? Catty at the last corner has retired from the race.
Can you go about missed?
Let's see what happened to Catty. Oh, that's just heart-wrenching for Catty.
Oh no.
Disappointing for Catty, disappointing for Red Bull.
He had a next moment again.
Max Verstappen tax. Using
Oh,
Albon's
no.
number and racing in Max Verstappen's team. That's just tax city.
Oh, this is so bad for him on the last lap. Second last lap.
Catty wasted an hour of his life just to retire on the last lap.
He is going to be
He's gonna be fuming and he's gonna be getting teased by simply
All-
YT.
He's going to be fuming because all he had to do was bring the car home. There was a 15-second gap behind it.
Oh, what has Catty done?
Oh, Catty, why
And
would
that
you
is
do
the end of the
that?
race. And Prix the Pro in his first race at IRC takes the win at the Jeddah Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And Simply YT puts the cherry on the cake and makes it a 1-2 for Alfa Romeo. And Stealthy Sunny, great race for him. Finishes from last on the grid to finish on the podium on P3. And behind him HB after disappointing, but it's a bittersweet race for HB, and he takes P4. And AJ Sam, the sister team, finishes P5. Behind them, a long gap to Mist, and there is still a slight battle going between for P6 actually. Can we go on board Mist and Steel Sneeze, please? Yes, Steel Sneeze is going to be sending it. Steel Sneeze sends it and takes P6 on the final lap.
Will Mist
go for it?
Oh, Bottas Ocon moment. There's so many references.
It's gonna be so close. It's gonna be so close. But yes, Steel Sneeze takes P6. Okay, never mind. It's penalty city for Steel Sneeze, and even Haphazard King overtakes him. And L plan has worked out for Alpine boys, finishing P6 and 7, while Steel Sneeze finishes out in P8. Contro Bobby in P9, PG. I think he's a lap car and finishes in P10, and Rahul spins it out on the line anyways. I think it has been a pretty disappointing and dismal race for Rahul. He wouldn't want to look back on that one, but yes, that's the end of the race. And yes, great race that one. Starmax had real good fun commentating with you. What are your thoughts on the race?
What a brilliant race. Very well done by Sunny. As you can see, the driver of the day obviously
Deserved.
started last to podium. Whoa. It is rare to see something like that. And a good work by Simply to make the alternate strategy work here. Oh, Alfa Romeo 1-2. Whoa. Alfa Romeo seeming absolutely dominant this season.
Absolutely insane from Alfa Romeo and all the three Ferrari teams on the podium, Ferrari and Alfa Romeos, and it's going to be what a night it's going to be for the Alfa Romeo boys, finishing out in P1 and 2 and extending their gap by a mile on the top of the constructors, and well, absolutely insane. So let's just run down the finishing order, I guess, or I think we've already done that. So let's go on to the podium interview now.
Let's get some people in there. We'll have to wait for them to join, I guess.
join.
So until then, the Pro has had a brilliant debut race. Pole and a win. Would have been a grand slam, but I don't think he had the fastest lap, or he led all the laps.
Pole to win, but still pretty insane, man.
Brilliant debut race from him.
Absolutely crazy. And I just want to tag all of the podium finishers because it's simply at the rate Prix the Pro, or is it? Okay, Prix the Pro isn't there, so I can't find him. And at the rate, who else was there? Sunny, right? Yeah. So join VC because we want to have a chat with you guys.
Hold on, I'll pull them in.
Okay, we have Stealthy Sunny with us, our P3 finisher. Sunny, what a race it has been for you, man. Starting from the back of the grid, dead last and finishing on the podium. How was it, man?
It was pretty hard, not even gonna lie, because it's a street circuit and I'm on a controller. And like, it was really tough to be like, I don't know what to say right now. Like, literally. I mean, lap 1 people like what? DNFing helped a lot, but you know, still good luck though. I really don't have any words to say.
Great race, man. What was your strategy plan for today?
It was mediums to softs and it happened, so.
Well, that actually worked out very well for you. Starmax, do you have any questions for our P3 finisher today?
I mean, I think there's not really much to say. He had a brilliant race and he didn't step set a foot wrong other than the penalties. But yeah, very good race, Sunny. Good on you.
Yeah, thank you. Like, finally, a podium.
Yeah,
Finally.
after all of the bad luck.
Redemption
Yep.
day for you, Sunny, today, and well done, man. So now let's head on to Simply YT, our P2
Thank you,
finisher.
guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's head on to Simply.
Bye-bye.
What are your thoughts on the race, man? Finishing P2, making it a 1-2 for Alfa Romeo. What are your thoughts, man?
I mean, it was pretty obvious from the beginning that it was going to be a 1-2 for us, considering that the Red Bulls had too much confidence in them, like usual,
Ooh.
and in the end, they end up bottling their own races right in front
Well,
of me.
Simply, I
both
wouldn't
the
really,
times.
I wouldn't really encourage you to get out such banter here. But let's talk about your own race. Let's get the Red Bulls out of the question right now. How was it for you?
I mean, I was sort of discouraged by my starting position. I thought I could do much better in the qualifying. You know, initially I qualified P5 and then I eventually got pushed back into P7. But yeah, made a decent move on the first corner. And yeah, the safety car came out, which was sort of unfortunate because there is no fuel burn basically at all in this track. My fuel racked up quite a lot, but I somehow managed to burn a bit of it. And yeah, after that it was pretty smooth sailing. Just that fightings with the Red Bull cost me quite a lot of time. And of course, the penalty that was pretty stupid from me. And I made a mistake right a couple of laps before my pit window, causing me a bit of damage. And that was, I sort of identified it. Why? Because for whatever reason, my setup was a 10 on the front wing and 6 on the rear wing. But for whatever reason, the game automatically put it up to a 9 on the front wing, which was quite understory for me personally. So that cost me a lot of performance on the corners at least. And it didn't let me change it back. But yeah, the Red Bulls did hold me up quite a lot. They basically ruined my tires and didn't give me any chance to get even close to my teammate. But yeah, really good race from me, really good race from him as well. And I would like to congratulate Sunny for getting a podium as well. Really good race from him as well.
Starmax, any questions?
I'm not really covered everything
Well,
as usual.
Simply talking about your teammate, is it his first race in IRC, if I'm not mistaken?
It is, yeah.
Oh, man.
We
Dominant
at Alfa
performance.
Romeo, of course, get the best people in the thing. So yeah.
And multiple people, surprisingly, Simply. Well, thank you for your interview today. And let's head on to our race winner, pole sitter, first IRC race. Prix the Pro, man. What are your thoughts on the race? Great race from you.
Yeah, I didn't expect it, honestly, the win, considering Saudi is one of my worst tracks. And then
Oh,
I
well,
got,
humble brag.
yeah, and I got pole position, which was surprising because I got blocked in that final corner in qualifying. And yeah, I didn't expect it. And then the safety car at the start kind of messed things up because I nailed the start. And then after I had to do it again, which was a bit tough. And then after that, it was just putting inconsistent laps over and over again. I made one small mistake, but apart from that, I feel like it was a very flawless drive.
Those small mistakes didn't matter in the end because you and your teammate made it a 1-2 for Alfa Romeo. Starmax, any questions?
I mean, yeah, you had a very good race, no penalties at all. Did they have any warnings?
I had 2 warnings, yeah. I think I got the first one on the lap.
Close.
Yeah.
Still a very good job because you were the only person on the grid without any penalties.
Yeah, I was just taking it safe then towards the end because I had such a big gap and I just didn't want to take any risks.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hey, though, one thing, were you managing your tires? Because you were actually faster than Simply your teammate on the end, even though he was on fresher softs.
I
while you were
was
not.
towards the start of the second stint, I was managing it a bit just for the end
So,
of the stint.
okay. Very good planning from you. And I have one last question. Are you a wheel user or controller user? Because that
I
pace
am a
is...
controller.
Oh
user.
my! What?
That is incredible place on a controller. Wow.
Thank
You should be in tier 1. Well, man,
Okay, man. Very good race on
display,
you. Very
great
good
display, great display from
Thank
you.
you.
And we look forward to seeing such results coming from you.
Yeah, let's hope for more.
Definitely.
Alright.
Okay, thank you guys.
Alright, Starmax. Well, that ends our podium interviews for the day, and that ends our stream as well for the day. And let's head on to our outro. And well, we hope you enjoyed the stream today. What an exciting race it has been, Starmax. What are your thoughts?
It is very Let's just say it's a roller coaster from emotions. One thing at HB doing well, double podium for Red Bull. Next thing you know, Katy crashes out and no podium for Red Bull. Well, that's what F1 is, I guess.
That's what F1 is, that's what Jeddah is. And for more racing action like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel, which you are watching the stream on right now, and follow us on Instagram at the rate Indian Racing Community. Follow us on Twitter at the rate Racing Indian, and our Discord link is there in the description as well. It's on your screen right now as well. We have a big growing community, and we will definitely have a place for anyone who wants to join. So that is me, Slaya, signing off for today, and I definitely hope you all enjoyed the stream, and we'll see you